interesting happenstance today. I was going to purchase what I knew was going to be my next Fujifilm lens purchase. I've already tested every Fujifilm lens made, and I brought, remember the old Superman stuff where Jimmy Olsen took his camera everywhere? I mean, of course, I always have my camera with me. But I have my Fuji X-T1 with me today, and when I was over at the camera store, and I was going to pick up the 50mm to f1.40 because I'd tested it and I really liked it, and I already have the 55 to 200, but the 50 to 140mm Fuji is a 2.8 lens. It's a perfect portraiture lens. It's basically the 70 to 200 equivalent for a DX crop sensor. The only thing they had was the display model, so I'm going to be picking up the lens tomorrow, but I'd already tested it. And lo and behold, and you can see it in the background here, is that I was across the street. I was at the camera shop, and you can actually see it right up here in the upper left. Says Murphy's Camera, and so I grabbed I grabbed the Fuji. This is not funny, actually. It's tragic. It's horrible car wreck. It wasn't like tragic. I mean, there were no severed heads or anything like that. I grabbed the display model. They know I'm not going to steal a lens from them. So I mounted it on the camera, this Fuji, and went across the street, and I was there before the news or anybody. And I was taking some shots with the Fuji 50 to 140. And I do have other pictures that you can even see it in the camera store in the background up here. It says Murphy's Camera at the top. I'll give you the links below so you can take a look at the test shots. I uploaded about 7 of them. One car T-boned this truck and it tipped it over. And I'm not going to show post grisly pictures up on Flickr for people to look at. So if you want to know about the pictures that occurred, immediately prior to a person being extracted, well, you're not going to see those for obvious reasons. But anyway, I wanted to give you an example, and this is really good display of the dynamic range of the 50 to 140 2.8. It is $1,500. It's on sale right now, as well as most Fuji lenses, until July the 2nd. But I pick up my copy tomorrow. I could have bought that copy, but it was a display model, and I'm not always 100% trusting of display model lenses, because you never know. I have no problem buying used lenses at all, of course. But anyway, the Fuji 50mm to f1.40. If you want me to show you the lens, and I probably will later this week, I'm supposed to pick up the lens tomorrow, do a full review on the Fuji 50 to 140, but I reviewed it fully a few months ago. I knew it was going to be the next Fuji lens that I got. I didn't need it, but as a portraiture lens, most people don't think of like a 70 to 200 equivalent as a portraiture lens, but it is. There are a lot of photographers. It's the reason why I have a 300mm 2.8, and that is a portraiture lens. The lens compression, you step back, and people don't think of those focal length as portraiture lenses, but they are. There's a lot of really, really valid reasons because of the depth of field that you have for model shots, and you're not getting, just a few centimeters of depth of field. You actually get like a whole person's dress, for example, in the depth of field, but you have a nice really nice background blur. So these focal lengths make for exquisite portraiture lenses. But I was just happened to be random stance. Don't let my the fact that I'm pretty fat fool you. When I'm good with the camera, and when the action goes down, I'm right there. So I grabbed a camera lens that wasn't mine and headed out the door, and shifted my butt across the street in a very fast manner. I'm always there for taking new shots, but it's also perfect time to I was taking some burst shots with the Fuji 50 to 140 2.8, and let you see what the lens is like. Man, the sound is horrible. You always hear, those screeching sounds like, and then you hear the crushing metal. Well, I was standing right inside the camera store here in the background, and I heard that, and kind of like a shutterbug. I was a Johnny on the spot. Like I said, you can see the camera store back here. So yeah, anyway, this is basically meant as an introductory evaluation of the Fuji 50mm to 140. I knew I wanted to get it, but I mean, I've already got tons of Fuji lenses. I didn't need it, but I did want the equivalent of the Fuji Trinity lens, which would be the 50 to 140 f2.8, which is basically a 70 to 200, basically 2.8, and that is a very important lens to have, obviously so. So anyway, that's it, and that is my evaluation. Like I said, check the links below for these pictures, and don't ask me for the pictures that occur before this, where they're pulling, pulling people out of the vehicle, because it is uncouth and a bit unethical to post pictures like that, especially in a lens review, and those pictures are not going to be posted, so don't ask me for the links to those. But anyway, thanks for watching. The person was not, it was not a deadly car crash, so, it's not like somebody died in this or something like that, so. Thanks for watching, and yeah, that Fuji lens is awesome. I like it a lot, and I'm glad I finally got it. Well, I don't pick it up till tomorrow. I could have picked it up today, but I just did not want the display model. Okay, thanks. Bye.